Good day everyone, welcome to the new episode of tax training. Today I will explain to you about how to compute senior citizens discount. Sino po ba itong mga senior citizen na sinasabi dito na dapat bigyan natin ng discount under Republic Act 1994? Senior citizen refers to any Filipino citizen who is resident of the Philippines and who is 60 years old or above. Ano naman po itong sales discount? The actual discount or that discount which in no case shall be lower than 20% of the gross selling price of the goods sold or services rendered to senior citizen by certain establishment enumerated under the Act, which is Republic Act 1994, and provided that for purchase of water and electricity from public utilities, the sales discount shall be a minimum of 5%. Grant of 20% discount to senior citizen sa bibili siya ng medicines, professional fees of attending physician, medical facilities, clinics, home care services, professional fees of professional health workers, medical and dental services, diagnostic and laboratory fees, actual fare for land transportation, actual fare for domestic air and shipping services, utilization of services in hotels and similar establishments, admission fees charged by cinema houses, funeral and burial services. Ito namang special discount of 5% on water and electricity, ito po yung mga kondisyon para mabigyan ang senior citizen ng discount. The individual meters for the said utilities are registered in the name of the senior citizen residing therein. The monthly consumption does not exceed 100 kilowatt hours of electricity and 30 cubic meters of water. The privilege is granted per household regardless of the number of senior citizens residing therein. Okay? So yun po yung mga discount na binibigay. So this time, paano po ba kinukompute ang 20% na discount ng senior citizen? Ito po yung example. Sale to senior citizen with VAT, 1,500. Less VAT. Tanggalin natin yung VAT doon sa sale na bayad natin doon sa price sa binibili natin na goods. Bakit? Kasi under the law, ang pagbenta ng goods or services to senior citizen is exempt from VAT. So definitely, tanggalin muna natin yung VAT para maibigay natin or makaltas naman natin doon yung 20% na discount rate. So less VAT, ang VAT po doon sa 1,500 is 160.71. Paano po yun kinocompute? 1,500 divided by 1.12%. And then, i-deduct po natin yung 1,500. So, we have 160.71. So, ngayon natanggal na natin yung VAT doon sa 1,500. Ang natira na lang is 1,339.29. Yun yung pong net of VAT o wala na yung VAT doon sa amount. Saka pala natin siya i-multiply sa discount rate na 20%. So, the discount for the net of VAT na 1,339.29 is 267.79. So, doon po sa selling price to senior citizen na 1,500, yung babayaran na lang po ng senior citizen is 1,071.50. Magkano lahat yung tinanggal na amount doon? 428.40, representing VAT na 12% at saka yung discount na 20%. Okay, so yun po yung pagko-compute. Halimbawa naman, bumili yung grupo, 7 katao yung hindi senior citizen, 1 lang yung senior citizen. But since it's a group purchase, ano po yung dapat gawin natin? Divide the total purchase by 8. No? So, dito minsan nagkaka-confuse po yung ating mga nagbibigay ng discount. So, total purchase price, which is vatable is 9,874.75 divided by 8 persons. Bakit? Kasi 8 sila eh. No? So, 1 lang yung senior citizen. So, amount attributable to senior citizen is 1,234.34. Bakit po natin sinegregate yung amount for the senior citizen? Kasi yun lang yung bibigyan natin ng discount na 20% at yan lang din yung tatanggalin natin yung 12% na VAT. Okay? So, Amount attributable to senior citizen, 1,234.34. Tanggalin natin po yung VAT na 12%, 132.25. Paano po kinumpute yun? 1,234.34 divided by 1.12%. And then tanggalin natin yung, alisin natin yung 1,234. Ibawas natin yung 12% doon. So, magiging 132.25 siya. The total amount net of VAT, alisin natin yung 12% na VAT, 1,102.09, and then multiply natin by the discount rate of 20%. So, the senior citizen discount is 220.42. So, magkano na lang po yung amount na dapat bayaran doon sa 9,874.75? The amount to be paid as purchases is 9,522.08. Magkano po yung amount na discount? 352.67. Paano po na-compute yung 352.67? 132.25 na 12% na VAT at saka yung 220.42 na 20% discount. So that comprised the 352.67. So that out of the 9,874.75 na purchase price, ang babayaran na lang po ng senior citizen, ng grupo, nakasama na yung discount ng senior citizen is 9,522.08. So, ano naman po yung condition in the granting of discount? No? So, only that portion of the gross sales exclusively used, consumed, or enjoyed by the senior citizen shall be eligible for the deductible sales discount. Doon po sa example natin na 8 silang kumain, isa lang yung senior. So, yung definitely, isang portion lang doon ang bibigyan natin ng discount, hindi po lahat. The gross selling price and the sales discount must be separately indicated in the official receipt or sales invoices issued by the establishment for the sale of goods or services to the senior citizen. So only the actual amount of the discount granted or a sales discount not less than the statutory rate of 20% or 5%, whichever is higher based on the gross selling price, can be deducted from the gross income net of value-added tax, if applicable for income tax purposes, and from gross sale or gross receipts of the business enterprise concerned for VAT or other percentage tax purposes. So the seller must record its sales inclusive of the discount granted, and the discount can only be allowed as deduction from gross income for the same taxable year that the discount is granted. The business establishment giving sales discount to qualified senior citizen is required to keep a separate and accurate record of sales, which shall include the name of the senior citizen, OSCA ID, gross sales, receipt, sales discount granted, dates of transaction, and invoice number for every sale transaction to senior citizen. Only business establishments selling any of the qualified goods and services to senior citizen where an actual discount was granted may claim the deduction, and the seller must not claim the optional standard deduction during the taxable year. Why? Because dapat ang i-claim niya is the itemized deduction. Bakit itemized deduction? Kasi nandoon ang discount for the senior citizen. Ano naman po itong mga penalties and other sanctions for persons that violates Republic Act 1994, o ibig sabihin hindi sila nagbibigay ng discount sa senior citizen. Okay. So any person who violates any provision of the regulation shall suffer the penalties provided in the tax code. No? Any person who violates any provision of the implementing rules and regulation shall suffer the following penalties. First violation, fine of not less than 50,000 pesos but not exceeding 100,000 pesos, and imprisonment of not less than 2 years but not more than 6 years. For subsequent violation, a fine of not less than 100,000 pesos but not exceeding 200,000 pesos, and imprisonment for not less than 2 years but not more than 6 years. Any person who abuses the privileges granted therein shall be punished with a fine of not less than 50,000 but not more than 100,000 pesos, and imprisonment of not less than 6 months. If the offender is an alien or a foreigner he shall be deported immediately after service of sentence without further deportation proceedings. If the offender is a corporation, organization, or any similar entity, the official thereof directly involved shall be liable therefore, and upon filing of an appropriate complaint after due notice and hearing, the proper authorities may also cause the cancellation or revocation of business permit, permit to operate, franchise, and other similar privileges granted to any business entity that fails to abide by the provision of the Act and its IRR and this regulation. Okay, so we hope that we enlighten you for this senior citizens discount. And watch for more episode of tax training. Please subscribe, share, and like our video, and see you on our next episode of tax training.